Hello and welcome to The Last Word. You are viewing with Tanisha. I'm your host. I created The Last Word as a space for myself and others to be heard. And today's topic I am bringing Be Rare. Okay? What made me want to talk about Be Rare? I have done, I guess, another version of Be Rare before. And I just want to say thank you to my 13th subscriber. I don't have very many now, but I'm so grateful for the ones I do have. And I do thank you for the viewer that I have watching right now. Basically, we're going to talk about Be Rare. Like I said, what made me want to talk about that is because I have a version of that called Be Yourself. And pretty much when I think about being rare, that's what I think about. I wanted to do this topic, Be Rare, because it means or is you being who you are, being your authentic self. So let's get to it because I only have a few minutes and I won't be here long because I do these on my lunch break. So I just try to come on for a few minutes, give you my thoughts on a specific topic. And I do want the one viewer that I have, if you are looking, you can chime in, give your comments. I hope I can see your comments. But anyway, give your comments and ask any questions that you have so that we can engage. Because like I said, this is my space to be heard, but it's also your space that I created in my journey to personal development. So most of the topics that I do are inspirational. Thank you. I have a viewer. And I do want to give a shout out to, like I said, my coworker that I did on my YouTube video last night when I tested out my tripod. Go Dream Team. No hands, no hands. And the phone is steady. But anyway, I'm just so grateful for that. And the comment popped right up. So it's my first time ever getting somebody to comment on my live and me to see it. I didn't even know how it would show up. So see, this is what people will do for you in the Dream Team. And I'm going to have the Dream Team topic coming up in the future, in my future topics that I do. So that will be also coming up. Thank you so much for the encouragement. I really appreciate it. So, but other than that, so let's get right into it. Rare. First of all, to understand what it means to be rare, you have to understand the definition of rare. And I'm just going to go over it very quickly. There's several different definitions of the word rare. The first one is infrequently occurring, uncommon. And then, of course, I just listed them out. I'm just going to go through them out. I won't tell you which number, but if you look in the dictionary, you'll see them for yourself. But I'm just going to go through them all. Uncommon, excellent, extraordinary, not widely known, not frequently used or experienced, occurring seldom, uncommonly great, extreme, exhibiting uncommon excellence, superlatively good or fine. And the example of that is rare skill, possessing, like a rare skill, highly valued because of its uncommonness. And an example of that is a rare prize. And then also, I just wanted to share some quotes. But before I go into the quotes that I wanted to share, because the quotes that I'm going to give today are going to be the individuals. Like I said, some of the individuals, I don't know. If I see a post that I like, I'm saying, oh, I want to give that person the last word, even though I may not know the person. I see a post that I like that pertains to my topic, and I allow that to be the last word on that topic. So, but anyway, let's just talk about the definition of rare, right? One of them said highly valued because of its uncommonness. And the one thing that I wanted to enter into that and interject into that definition is how it is highly valued because it's uncommon. A lot of times, because in today's society, we tend to conform to a group we may be a part of. We tend to conform to, a job that we have to do and different things like that. But in today's society, it's very important to be yourself and to be who you are and to bring your, presence into whatever group or whatever, job, whatever organization that you're part of, because you matter. And you matter because you are highly valued And that's why it's very critical in today's society to be rare. And part of being rare, or the main part anyway of being rare, is being who you are. Just be yourself, okay? Because you are only one of a kind. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this topic, be rare. Because there is nobody else in this world like you. You are rare. You are rare, okay? And this is the reason why it's so important, because you're highly valued. And it says you're uncommonly great. That means nobody has the greatness that you possess. So, but if you show up trying to be like somebody else or trying to conform, you know, people like myself, I tend to want to be myself and to allow me, you know, myself to be who I am. So it's kind of hard for me to conform to a group or to, you know, what other people say you should be and you should do. I mean, and the reason why I say hard, not saying that I haven't done it, because obviously we all have to do it at some point, right? But when I do it, I'm unhappy. Okay, that's another reason why it's so important to be rare and be who you are, because then you will be happy. You will make yourself happy when you just be you. You can be happy with you, walking away with integrity, knowing that I did the best I could do. I remain true to myself in whatever arena that you're in or whatever group that you're a part of, right? Okay, so that's why it's so critical. Another point that I wanted to bring up is, of course, the aspect of faith from a spiritual perspective. God created you, okay? And he created you in his likeness, okay? And he created you beautifully. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. You understand? From a faith-based perspective, you want to make sure that you are being who you are, because it allows your light to shine. And a lot of people say, let your light so, you know, the scripture, well, not a lot of people, but a lot of people reference or quote the scripture or paraphrase the scripture that says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. To me, you know, yes, do the good works, do that. But also to me, what that also means to me, because sometimes when you have a personal relationship, when you read scriptures from the Holy Bible and different things like that, if you have a personal relationship, God would allow you to have the understanding as well, understanding of what it means to you. And what that scripture means to me is just being who I am. So when you have the scripture that you are wonderfully and fearfully made, and then coupled with the fact that you should let your light shine, to me, that signifies that, okay, with just those two references alone, I don't have the actual scripture reference. I do apologize for that. I'm going to have to start doing better about that. But what that simply means to me is me being who I am. That's how I let my light shine. Being who I am, and who I am, doing good deeds is part of who I am. Because I like helping people, I like doing good and different things like that. But this is getting too long. And like I said, I'm a talker. So let me hurry up and get to the last points. But that's from a spiritual aspect, how you can be rare, right? Just being you allows your light to shine because you're being who God created you to be. And when you're being who God created you to be, you're walking in truth. You're walking in the truth of who you are. And when you walk in truth, you therefore, by default, are walking in light. Okay? To walk in the truth is to walk in the light of who you are. Basically, and that's what it means to me. It may mean something different to you, however you choose to, you know, understand that and pray and ask God to help you understand that, and he, you know, can give you that understanding for you personally on a personal level. And I'm just sharing my personal journey here on my channel, The Last Word, right? So another one is, well, a post that I saw, it didn't have a name, but I did share it on the Last Word fan page on Facebook. If you follow me there, you will see this post. It says, don't change so people will like you. Be yourself and the right people will love the real you. Okay? Let me read it again. Don't change so people will like you. Be yourself and the right people will love the real you. So when you are being rare, okay, right? Being who you are, People will love you, and then you know their love for you is genuine because you have been genuine. You understand? You can't call somebody's love for you fake when you've been fake. Okay? They don't know you. They don't know who you are, So, but if you've been fake, they're going to love a facade of you, a persona of you, or a facade of you. They're not going to be able to love the real you because you haven't been real. Be real so that people can love you for who you really are, right? That's another reason why it's so critical to be rare and to be you, right? And I gotta hurry up. Another quote that I actually want to have this person, I want to have the actual last word. So this is the last word on being rare right here. Be a first-rate version of yourself, not a second-rate version of someone else. And that is from Judy. Oh no, I can't hardly read her last name. I wrote it down. I think it's Gaddard, Judy Gaddard. But you'll see it on my page because I did share that one as well. So you can see where it came from because I want to give the credit to who it belongs to. And I want to give that person the last word here because that really spoke volumes to me. Be a first-rate version of yourself, not a second-rate version of someone else. And what that means to me, when you are a first-rate version of yourself, there's only one you. You can only be a first-rate version of yourself when you are being yourself and when you're being rare. That's the only thing that can occur. You can only be first-rate because you're the only you, right? But when you're showing up to be someone else or to be like someone else, then you can only be second-rate because that person can only be who they are and you can only be who you are. This is why it's so important to be rare. Be who you are. Love yourself. Get to know who you are. Get to know what it is you like, what you dislike, what you honor, what you dishonor, what you respect, what you don't respect. When you know these things, you begin to walk in the truth of who you are. And when you walk in the truth of who you are, then you are rare. And one last point I want to say about that is being rare is that a lot of times when it says that the definition of being rare, it says uncommonly great or occurring seldom. That's what I wanted to point out, occurring seldom in that definition. Seldom do you get people who are just genuinely who they are, no matter what. That's seldom, occurring seldom. But when you show up and you are just who you are, no matter who is, around or not around, or no matter what the situation is, you're just always yourself constantly, no matter what. Okay? That occurs seldom. Very seldom do you get that. That's rare. Okay? But when you show up in the light of who you are, you understand? You are rare. You are rare. And not only are you rare, when you do that, you are highly valued. People will value you more. They will want to be around you more because they know that you are you're going to be you. And you're going to walk in truth, unapologetically. Just, I am who I am. And I'm not going to change that for nobody, because if I change, then I will not be pleasing to my Heavenly Father. He created us the way He wanted us to be, each individual person. Okay? But like I said, that's enough said. The last person is getting the last word on this. Be a first-rate version of yourself, not a second-rate version of someone else. And that's the last word for today's topic. Be rare. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I've been on here long enough. Bye-bye.